What's up, everybody? This is Ashlyn Cole from your favorite morning show, Shop Talk, and you are listening to Freedom Radio.
Come on and get your freedom on. Come on and get your freedom on. This is the day that the Lord has made. It's a good day to get your freedom on.
Big Key, love you, man. Come on. Let's go. He gives me strength to make strength, strength to take strength. I got the strength to know that everything will work out fine. Strength to survive, strength to conquer. I got the strength to know the blessings of the Lord are mine. Listen, I can win a soul.
I can do it.
can reach my goal.
I can do that too.
I can keep the victory.
I can do
Yeah, 'cause the oil of God is on me.
I can do that too.
I can stand still.
I can do it.
I can do God's will.
I can do that too.
Every time we the way.
I can do it.
I've got the strength to obey.
I can do that too.
I can do it. Yeah. I can do it. Yeah.
What is going on, y'all? It is your man, Tole. You're tuned in to Shop Talk, where literally no person and no subject is off limits. For the next 2 hours, we're going to take this incredible journey. You already know what it is. Well, and if you don't know what it is, and if this is your first time joining us, welcome to the show. Listen, for the next 2 hours, we're going to do this incredible thing. It's what we do. It's what we do to make things happen. And listen, not only we're doing things live right here on Facebook. For those of you who are watching us, thank you for tuning in. We're also streaming live on Facebook audio. We're also going on freedomradio.com. So we are doing all that we can to make sure that you can hear and see us. Now, those of you who are hanging out, if this is your first time here, welcome. You're probably trying to figure out what is Shop Talk. I know. Let me tell you. Shop Talk is that good barber shop, that beauty shop, that coffee shop, that eco. Thank you, Lord Jesus. That donut shop, that nail shop talk, where literally no person and no subject is off limits. Now, if I was just standing here talking for the next 2 hours by myself, at the end of the show, you all will be calling me, texting me, sending me smoke signals, telling me that I need to go sit on Sabrina's couch. So for the purpose of not having to go sit on Sabrina's couch, why don't we introduce today's co-host? And we have a full house, as we should, as it is this holiday season. And we're glad to have you guys hanging out with us. Now, let me reach out. Yes, I will. Let me reach out to El Sobrante of California and bring up my homegirl and yours. You know her. She is the world traveled. She is the always innovative thinking. And before long, y'all gonna be saying, y'all, in a few weeks, y'all gonna be like, Tole he wasn't playing. Yep, because it won't be long before y'all gonna all be singing, joining hands, saying, I've come to know ya in a very real way. Hey, I've come to know ya. Oh, my fault. All right, let me bring up my first co-host, my homegirl. You know her, Ashlyn Tara Cole.
Why? You made me tear up. That was like, I don't know. I'm emotional today. That was wow. Okay. All right. Okay. I see you, Dito. I'm good. That just made me tear up. I don't know. It's like the wheels are in motion.
Yeah. Yes.
And they're pointed towards the Lord. Yes. The wheels are in motion, Dito. It's so good to be here this morning. We do have lots to talk about. It is Memorial Day. Let me start by saying thank you all for your service, for those that have gone on ahead of us, that have paved the way, many with their lives. We just want to take a moment. And this is not only about people, servicemen and servicewomen, but this is for all of our family members that have gone on to be with the Lord that are no longer with us. This is a day of remembrance, a Memorial Day. We are remembering those that have gone on. And I'm thinking about my mom and my dad today. I'm thinking about my best friend, Javanna. I'm thinking about lots of people that have gone on, that I feel like I have a whole crew of angels out there looking out for me. So just want to definitely shout out for those of you that are heavy hearted. We're going to lift up your spirits today here on Shop Talk.
Most definitely we are, because I've got a lot to giggle, snicker, and ha about. You understand? So thank you, Ashley, for being here. And I see you got made up for us today. Is that for us?
I did, okay, so here, let me just tell you a little, if I may. Okay, so my daughter introduced me. She's a makeup person, right? Okay, so she beats her face every day in the good way, right? So she introduced me to this new makeup, and so I'm like, okay, I want to be made up every day. I want to have my face like totally done every day, even if it's for no reason. Okay, so I did this for me. I want you to know I did this today for moi. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Listen. You about to. I know we're going to be cracking up today, and I need this. This is going to be good, and I'll tell you why I need it after a while. But let me reach out to our G14 classified person who is hanging out with us. We don't never, for whatever reason, we just made it to where we don't tell y'all where she's at. But so it's G14 classified, but my homegirl is hanging out with us as well. You know her. Now, first of all, let me back up just a second and let me again, Ashton, congratulate you. And I need to start adding this to my introduction because not only are you a part of Shop Talk, but now you have branched off and have this brand new show, Better Together, which airs on Tuesday at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. You guys have been doing a great job. So I wanted to just give you that shout out that you guys have been doing a great job. I see what you're doing over there with the, yeah. Okay. Awesome. Now let me reach out and bring on my homegirl. Started here on Shop Talk. She has branched off. Now she has High Tea with Bree. And let me tell you, get your teacups together because every Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern, she does her thing. Her and Dion, they always have something to talk about, and they always want to have you have a listening ear. It brings you closer. Like what? All right. Anyway, my homegirl to yours, Sabrina Bree, not Brianna, in the building. What's up, Bree?
Hey, everybody! What's going on? I'm super excited to be here. I'm fired up. I just finished the workout, so I'm kind of still. I didn't have a chance to get myself together, and Ash looks so pretty. So I'm asking the Saints for some grace this morning, and y'all just let me be here with my little hat on. Y'all can hear me.
Your shoulders are showing, Bree. Your shoulders are showing, Bree.
The Kojic church is falling out right now. So this is the secret. Yes, Bree has shoulders.
You know,
for everybody that didn't know it.
Look,
I'm up under them shirts.
I'm laughing because look, I had on a t-shirt and I was like, no, I don't want to show my arm. I don't want to show my arm. Let me put a little cover up on. Let me put a cover up.
So you know how when you work out really, really vigorously and then you still sweat even after you shower?
Yes.
That's what was happening to me this morning. So if I put anything else on, y'all gonna have to call for the saints. I'm talking the elders to come and revive Lazarus. Come forth. So
I can't.
Excuse my nakedness this morning.
It's all good. You're doing it very tastefully, and you know, if a man is turned on by a shoulder, I need to.
Hey, where you at though?
Wow, you know what? Next, who's next? Who's the next host? Who's the next host coming to the stage?
Let me move on because y'all about to start cutting up. First of all, let me just say, let me give some shout outs. Let me bring my next co-host on. So I want to give some shout outs to some people hanging out with us. Debbie Benton, want to welcome you to the show. Gloria Forbes Walters, want to welcome you to the show. Benita Adams Jones.
Hey, Benita Adams Jones, you gotta put me on. Benita Adams Jones, you just gotta put me on. Benita Adams Jones, you just gotta put me on. Hey, Benita.
Okay, yeah. Benita Adams Jones in the virtual building. Jared Lott in the building. My dude is hanging out with us, as well as my cousin. Derek Murphy in the building. Now, Sabrina, we'll talk about.
Did you catch our show?
No, I didn't catch it yet, but we'll talk about it in a minute. Shout out to the George Hines hanging out with us. Shout out to my homegirl. We have been friends since little kids. I call her Pooey, but she's grown now. She wants me to call her by her real name. Adrian Johnson in the virtual building as well. Aisha McFadden Jackson. Lanier Aikens out in Fresno, as my pastor says. I know it's Fresno, but Fresno in the virtual building. Sabrina, of course, Sabrina's here. Stacy Williams Tucker also in the virtual building, and so many more. I'm reading this from the chat. So if you're watching us live, join the chat. Type something in the chat, and we would definitely be able to shout you out and let you know that we know that you're here. Also, speaking of Fresno, the next artist we'll be playing is also listening in today. That's my dude, Luis Hernandez, my friend. He also is from Fresno. Tracy J. Wilson just joined us as well, and so many more. Now, speaking of bringing up my next co-host, out in Greensboro, North Carolina, the North Kakalaki, where everything is green, my homegirl to yours. Now, I've already mentioned, Ashton is broken off. She has Better Together. Sabrina has broken off. She's doing High Tea with Bree. Davares we're about to bring up, is supposed to be bringing her new show on, which is called Mix and Mingle. We're waiting for the debut. It won't be long. I decree it right now. Thank you, Lord.
Hey, we've been waiting for so long. And wait, come on. Where is it at?
Yeah. No, because I'm just agreeing totally with you like that with my facial expressions. Yes, I've been waiting too. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you awesomely.
Okay, just want to make sure.
It sounds like you got your kids off the internet, or either they're asleep or something, because I don't have any pause from you today, and that's great.
That's right. We got everybody off the Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi we did. Make sure that iPads, phones, tablets, games, everything is off the Wi-Fi.
That's awesome.
For 2 hours, because just give me that.
Yeah.
So,
and we're glad to have you hanging out with us. It's going to be a great show. Sabrina, quit talking to my cousin. I see you talking about good morning, cousin. No, that is my cousin. You understand? Derek Murphy, we'll talk about him in just a moment. Listen, we're getting ready to bring up our next co-host.
Oh, yeah, you have a finger. And that's what I wanted to say, because Miss Ashley had her finger the whole time up.
Oh, you know what? I'm looking at my camera and not at y'all on the screen. So yes, Ashley.
I would like to give a very special shout out to George Hines, because he's going to be our guest on Better Together tomorrow. Back to you, Dito.
Wow, I could have swore. Never mind. Okay, well, awesome. We'll be glad to have the George Hines. I could have swore I talked to you too. Anyway, all right, let's get ready to reach out to New York. But before we do, yes, you have a question.
Yes, I noticed that you mentioned Miss Debbie Benton. She is my dear friend, and I'm so proud of her because she actually launched out her business called Seed of Hope, and it actually is a mission to plant seeds of hope and purpose in the lives of youth and young adults. And they offer educational, consultant, and life coaching services to meet their needs. So I'm really happy for her. I want everybody to know, I want y'all to like her page, Seeds of Hope. I'm very proud of her because she has really tremendously helped a lot of young folks get on the right track so they can be superior adults in this earth realm that we live in. So Debbie Benton, girl, proud of you.
Awesome. Glad to have them hanging out with us. Also, Casey Pringle Jr. I got one of your songs, Casey, to play today on today's show. Shout out to my dude out in Stockton, California, John Wesley Greathouse III, who mentions that he has his whole family sitting around the app in family style, and they're all tuned into Freedom Radio today. And I'm glad to have them hanging out.
Like a little campfire, like a little shop talk campfire.
Yeah,
shop talk camp. Camp Shop Talk.
Yeah, that too. As
coming soon to a summer near you.
You know, I'm gonna need to see your teacup.
Right. I need to know what's in it. But you know what? I think I know what's in.
Clear.
I think in Ashlyn's cup. Ashlyn, could this be what's in your cup?
What's up, everybody? This is Ashlyn Cole from your favorite morning show, Shop Talk, and you are listening to Freedom Radio.
Yeah, maybe that's what's in it, and maybe even better, maybe this is what's in her cup.
Shop Talk, shy up, shy up, shy up, shy up, die, shy up, shop tie up, shy up, shop talk.
Maybe that's what's in her cup. Maybe she's feeling up, shy. Thank you, Lord.
That's so prettiful too.
Listen, let me reach out to our next guest. We have one that's tardy to the party, but let's reach out to New York, to the Bronx, the boogie down Bronx. That is where it's going completely. Yo, B, what it do, Black? I need my chip with dip. You feel me, God? Let me bring on my dude.
Wow.
Pass me your cup. Everybody, just stretch forth your cup.
Wow.
Yeah, because you know what? Y'all tripping.
This is my cup today. Fill my cup, Lord.
Come on, let it overflow.
And lift it up, Lord.
Yes.
Come and quench. Yes, that's it. My dude is hanging out with us. Let's bring him up. Demetrius. What is going on, man?
Do you know what today is? It's my healing anniversary.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa. Hey, yo, hallelujah morning. That's right, everybody. Today is my healing anniversary, my anniversary. I am now 2 years remission of lymphoma cancer. 2 years ago, I was released from the hospital today. On this very day, 2 years ago, I was released from the hospital for my stem cell transplant. So I am definitely excited to not only be here, but I'm definitely excited to be part of this show today. And I mean, I have so much is just going on. So much has been happening. Great things for me. Definitely I've been in a play. And of course, you know, when greatness begins to happen, the devil gets mad and starts tipping up into stuff. But that's all right. I'm still overcoming. I'm still winning. And, you know, I'm like opportunities are just definitely opening up for me, and something great is coming up. I've been able to collaborate with Marquise Foster from Project Runway. He to be one of his brand ambassadors, and I was just really like, whoa, like shocked by that. So it's a lot of things going on, and you know, I don't got my big tail up too, and so
You ain't never had no big tail. Stop playing.
Meechy, I'm putting on my mama glasses. Okay. I'm putting on my mama glasses. I'm gonna challenge you. Okay. You know, I love you. This is tough love. I'm gonna give you some tough love. The definition of remission is a temporary recovery. That is the definition of remission. And I'm very careful about words. So I'm going to challenge you to never say that you're in remission, that you are healed. That God has completely, totally, ultimately, forever has healed you from the whatever the doctor said that was. I'm going to challenge you to start speaking that over yourself, and everybody that's within the sound of my voice. We're going to stop using the word remission because that's a word. That's a word of the world. But in the kingdom, you are already healed. You just have to go through the process. Woo!
Thank you. I received that.
Amen.
I received that. We live and we learn. Life is about learning. Amen.
Yes.
No
Amen.
doubt.
You know what?
We are healed. We are healed. Nona wrote a song. We are healed. I hope Nando Deto's gonna play that today because that would definitely. Let me tell y'all, that song just kicks up on my playlist, and I just be like, oh my god. I have Ashlyn's song "Have Your Way." I don't know why that song had me crying last night. I promise y'all, I just put on my playlist and start cleaning, and it's on my playlist, and it came on, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, "Have you?" I'm like, "Well, I need to rewind that." Mind you, I didn't even know. I ain't go. Sorry, sister, I forgot it was Ashlyn's song. I'm like, "Oh, I gotta rewind that." I went back and rewound it. I'm like, "Oh my god, I forgot that's Ashlyn." I like that song. If y'all don't got that song downloaded and add it to your playlist, go get it and don't download. I spent the I think it was $1.99 at the time when I got it. I spent the $1.99. Go download, get that song, just put it there.
Well, bless you for your $2. Thank you.
Meechy, you are such a blessing. You have a way of coining phrases. I've never heard a healing bursary, but I love that. And I want to challenge everybody who's listening, who's watching. If you have a healing bursary too, write your date in so we can celebrate it too.
Amen. Yes. It's Memorial Day. It's a day of celebration of life.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day, and I'm finally catching up, starting to put some comments on the screen. Let me shout out my home girl as well as my neighbor Ty McClain, who's hanging out with us. I think I mentioned Aisha already. Dion Coleman hanging out with us. Overland Afo, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Shout out to my dude Marcellus Peterson in the virtual building, and so many more people are hitting us up today from everywhere, and we are glad to have you with us. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Let's move everybody out. We'll catch you in a second, Meech. He's like, what? We'll go right back to him. Ashton, we'll be right back. Yeah. Davares, Sabrina. Yeah, I'm gonna throw all y'all in the backyard just for a second. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get ready to take our first music break. When we come back from the break, we will have our birthdays. So I'm letting y'all know in advance we're getting ready for our birthday. So y'all start searching for that, as well as so much more. Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier that I was going to play my dude who is actually listening today, and that is my guy, Louie Lou. This is one of my favorite songs from him. He's from Fresno. I know it's really Fresno, but he's from Fresno. He has this incredible song that I like to play from now, every now and then. So let me do this. Let's take this music break. Let's go urban. Let's make this happen. Take a listen at this.
Yeah, it's been a while. That's right. I know I'm gonna give it to you like this. It's another one of those real funky productions. I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do it. You can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do it. Do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do the jig, I'ma do it. You can do the jig, you can do the jig, you can do the jig. Okay, it's 5 years later and I'm back in the game. First album sparked the torch, now I'm lighting the flame. Church people gon' hear this thing glowing insane, but I'm gonna keep on giving praise and keep lifting the name. Okay, now verse 1, let me do like this. Let me kick you something cool, real nice, real fresh. Had to make the beat pound, make you feel it in your chest. I write the rhymes for the Lord, so you know I stay blessed. Look at when I do the thing, boy, rock it all night. Studio at the crib, so you know it's down right. You ain't like gospel rap, man, that's alright. Cause God still got my back and you don't really wanna fight. So look at brand new record, so come and let it spin. I'll be back like an addict at this thing once again. You can find me at this church, maybe lifting up my hands. Church party going on, baby, go and tell a friend. So if you may not know, we gon' keep the thing locked and keep giving God praise to her body dropping if you want to. I mean, you should, boo. Come on, get up out your seat and move with us, dude. Yeah, so move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a look into your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. So let me rock and roll. You can roll while I rock. And when I do the thing, homie, I don't stop. I just keep my hands raised with my hands to the top. Cause I got to give him praise. I ain't gonna let him rock. Yeah. So don't be tripping when you see me up in the church, homie. Yeah, please believe me. Up in the church, doing this work. Maybe in a cool, fresh suit, whole white t-shirt. See, I had to come through and give you something to knock. And ain't no demon in hell that gon' make me stop. I know it took a little while for my album to drop, but I makes it real funky, take his name to the top. Yeah. So that's how we gon' do. I be coming out just strong on that next level, dude. Yeah, so once you rock with us, dude, everybody in the house, get up out your seat and move. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a look into your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a look into your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. Why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. Everybody in a place to be. Yeah. You are now rocking to the sounds of real fun. Now let's come on. So move with us to the beat. Come on, get up out your seat and a look into your feet, so move. But it's only if you like, you ain't gotta have fright while you acting uptight, baby, move. But why you wanna stand still? I'm just trying to keep it real with my folks. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Come on, so get up. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. I know it's been a minute. Yeah. But y'all know I was gonna come give it to you like this. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
All right, y'all. We are back. Ooh, that is my dude, Louie Lou, out
That
in.
was so hot.
Yeah, that was pretty
hot
dope.
like fire. That was fire.
Yeah. That's my dude, Louie Lou, out in Fresno. I keep saying Fresno. I know it's Fresno, but my
How
pastor.
you got that much fire in Fresno?
Hey,
How does that happen?
Let me tell you something. It is like that. And my dude, Louis Lou, is in the virtual building. He's saying continue to play his song. Listen, Louis Lou, man, he got more fire than that.
Yeah,
and
man,
he got more fire than that. So we'll definitely be playing more of his music here on Shop Talk. Obviously, we play it all on freedomradio.com, but we're going to start featuring more and more of our indie artists right here on this show. So Louis Lou, man, I reached out to him a couple of days ago just to encourage him, to let him know, yo, man, I'm a fan. So keep doing what you're doing and let's make it happen. All right.
He's going to have Youth Sunday off the chain. The mothers of the church going to be clutching pearls, lap napkins.
Hey. This gonna be going down. And the funny thing, I was looking at Bree. She talking about the she was doing her shoulder plays with her thing.
Hey.
I was gonna kick her out. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Now I got everybody hanging out with us, but we did have a break in during the music break. Finally hanging out with us, my dude out in Hercules, California, my dude and yours. He is also a part of that great new show, Better Together. My dude, Jacoree Prothro in the building. What is going on, Jacoree?
Thank you, Jesus.
What's up?
What's going on?
This morning didn't work for me.
My God, today.
What happened?
It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too hot. I was up all night. I woke up and I did not. I thought it was still. I don't know what day it was when I woke up, but it was like okay.
It's supposed to be even hotter today.
Well, let me tell you.
It's supposed to be like 20 degrees hotter today than it was yesterday.
Well, I tell you what. I can tell you this. Let me. For the first time ever in my life, I'm barbecuing today.
Oh, we on our way. We coming over.
For the first time in forever. First time ever.
No, I'm serious. We coming over. I'm not playing.
Why do you choose the hottest day on earth to stand over a grill?
Yeah, you gonna bake.
Well, I'm looking out my window, you know what I'm saying? And
looking at my window, it's about that time. Hey.
No, that wasn't when I was going to do.
Do you know how to barbecue?
No,
Wait.
but we're going to figure it out today.
Well, okay, what's going to be on the grill? What are you barbecuing?
So I'm doing I'm doing the basics. I'm doing
the beginner stuff. Okay.
I'm doing hot links.
Yes, Wild Praise. We are live right now. Yes, sister.
So you know what I'm saying?
Burgers and hot links. What else?
And that's it. That's enough.
Oh, okay.
I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel in one day.
Yeah. Don't pull no muscles.
So Ashley and Jacoree, I hear y'all. And you know what? I hear what y'all trying to say. And what y'all really trying to say, I'm gonna knock on your door.
Knock.
Rock on your window. Hey, knock on your window. Hey. Right. Anyway,
but here's the funniest thing. Here's the funniest part of this whole thing. I mean, it's all funny, but here's the funniest part. I don't actually have a car.
Did she laugh?
I don't actually have a car. So I basically just volunteered Jacoree. That's how that worked just now, because he and I have another appointment today, so it was like, we might as well just swing on by.
Okay.
That's a wide swing.
So,
you got potato salad. You got potato salad this time.
It better not have no raisins in it.
I know who did that. Who started that?
Kurt Franklin.
No.
Oh,
No.
Sabrina, I wasn't ready. Hold up.
No. Potato salad. No. That's raisins in potato salad is almost as if it almost starts that other argument of
don't talk about grits. No.
With salt and pepper versus sugar and butter.
No.
You understand? I'm not going to go down that road.
Okay. So let me explain. Let me explain the raisins thing. Okay, Jonathan H. Johnson. Okay, let me explain this to everybody. It's a clear joke, right? It's a clear joke.
But it's not a joke if they really do it.
I don't know nobody who put no raisins in no potato salad. I ain't never seen raisins in nobody potato salad. What I have seen is raisins in that nasty carrot salad that some people
Yeah.
make that
Filthy.
carrot
That's
salad. Oh,
Filthy.
don't even bring that in my house. If you show up to my front door with that, we not friends no more.
Mhm.
But it's an ongoing joke saying she's invited to the barbecue, but don't have her bring potato salad because it'll have raisins in it. That's what that joke came from.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Moving on to birthdays, because I do eat grits with sugar and butter.
We know you do,
Moving
Dito.
on.
We won't hold it
Yeah.
against you. We
Ain't
know.
nothing wrong with that. Grits and
We
butter.
already know.
Just when I got delivered with no.
We already know.
Yes.
But moving on to birthdays, before I
Moving right
start,
on.
before I
Yes.
start a title waving here. Happy birthday to Ronald Simpson. Happy 68th birthday to my deacon at my church, Ricky Smith. Happy birthday to my brother, Pastor O'Neill Young. Happy birthday to Lachey Rowe, Lavina Matthews. My cousin, Barbara Tolfree, turns 47. Milan Wyatt. Happy birthday to A. Keith Williams Sr. Jacob Perry. Glenn Thomas turns 52. Brenda White. Kiara Brown, my little niece, to also Marceth Williams. And last but not least, Richard Brown turns 58 today. Sabrina, what birthdays might you have today?
You stole two of mine. I would like to wish Pastor O'Neill Young a happy birthday, as well as Keith Williams Sr. Charlisa Bird is having a birthday. Isaac Lee Cresswell, happy birthday. And I'm going to do like y'all do and reach back, but just to yesterday, and wish Stacy Diva Downs a happy birthday.
Awesome stuff. Thank you for that. And Davares, let's come to you. Let's go to the North Kakalaki. What birthdays might you have today?
Today I want to say happy birthday with Stacy too, because she is always fly. She is always prettiful. She always beautiful. And happy belated birthday. Harold Big Hurt Johnson, today is his birthday. Felicia Williams, today is her birthday. Michelle Cheek, today is her birthday. Hold up. Yeah, that's one of them names.
She said, oh,
Phoenicia Gallon. And I hope I pronounced it right. But if it ain't, I'll be in the line of the people that have not pronounced your name right. But it's your birthday. Because I got that line too. I got a lot of people that don't know how to pronounce my name too. I understand. And LeClark Grady, today is his birthday. And on yesterday, my anniversary was yesterday. We've been married for 17 years, been together for 22. Yes, it is, because he could have easily wrote a Dear John letter and went to the grocery store and got some bread and not come back. So
Happy
I thank you,
anniversary.
Mr. Sean Michael Burnett, for sticking in here with all this estrogen, and not leaving and forsaking your family. So I appreciate you, sir. And that's on my birthdays. Happy birthday to y'all.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. Now, Jacoree, I'll come to you. Ashley, we'll come to you last because you do our celebrity birthdays. But Jacoree, what birthdays might you have today, bro?
I want to say happy birthday to my cousin. His birthday was yesterday, Mr. Julius Van Hook. And you know what? My whole little system over here is down, so you can just keep the show running.
It's on to the good. So, Demetrius, out in the boogie down Bronx, what birthdays might you have today, sir?
Well, I just have a few birthdays I'm gonna give a shout out to today. Birthday shout out to CJ Peters down there in Sacramento. Happy birthday to you, bro. And also a birthday shout out to Christopher Chapman over there in the Bay Area. Happy birthday to you. And another very special birthday to my cousin. Happy heavenly birthday to you. Today would have been her birthday as well. So happy birthday to you, Asha Little John. We love you and we miss you. And pretty much those have been my birthdays, and happy birthdays to everyone out there who are celebrating birthdays on today. Now back to you, Ashley.
Awesome. Ashley, yes, it is on you, sisterin. What birthdays and celebrity birthdays might you have?
I'm in denial about glasses. Okay, I just need to say that publicly. I'm in denial about having to wear glasses. Like, it's just a blur. Life is just a blur without them. As far as reading goes, I can see the future, honey. My long distance game is strong. Okay. All right. Okay. Lamar, Miller, happy birthday, sir. Sandy Seabrook, that is my cousin, my first cousin, my actual cousin. Anthony Claymar's birthday is today. Ben Reyes, Javier V, Stephen Orser, Michael Fabricio, oh my good, Fabrice is birthday. Bobby Young, sir. Rachel Williams, happy birthday, sis. And of course, Stacy Downs, she had a birthday yesterday. Now, as far as, special shout out to Swoop Brown, whose birthday was also yesterday, who gives me my spiritual hardware, clothing. Shout out to them. Okay, so today in celebrity birthdays, I'm going to mention two. Today is Frank Oz. Frank Oz, you might not know him just from his name. I hope you do, because he's kind of a big deal. He was the voice behind iconic characters such as Yoda and Cookie Monster, the original, and Miss Piggy. Remember the voice behind Miss Piggy? Yes, that was Frank Oz. So he also directed movies like The Blues Brothers and Trading Places, which you may know about. Today is also Octavia Spencer's birthday. And y'all know who Octavia Spencer is by name, I hope.
Yeah, that's Ma. That's Ma.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
It's
Ma.
Ma?
Yeah.
You know what?
She baking pies.
That's
Them
Ma.
pies.
You see the movie?
Frank Oz is 76 today, and Octavia Spencer is 48 today. She
But
of course was.
She looks way. I don't hate on me. I
How
love.
old is she?
Spencer. She's only 48.
Nope.
Yeah, see?
48.
Exactly my point.
Nope.
She
See?
was born in 1972.
Sabrina, you okay?
Listen, people gonna tell the truth.
I'm just saying. So she was in The Help. She played Minnie in The Help. She was on Wizards of Waverly Place. She was on ER. She was on Grounded for Life, which I am not familiar with. She was also been in movies.
Tole.
What happened?
He's still tickled by what Sabrina said.
He's laughing at her age.
Oh,
And
she
her
was
amended birth
also
certificate.
in. She was also in Hidden Figures, Fences, and Ma. I didn't know Ma. I don't know Ma. I thought that was like a term of endearment. You know, hey Ma. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that it was actually a thing.
She was in
All
the
right.
Last Supper too.
Stop. Oh,
You know what? All y'all. But anyway, you know how we do around these parts. When it's your birthday, we like to make it a big old deal. So if today is your birthday, or you know somebody who's having a birthday today, especially in these times, these are very strange times that we are in. But look, I've seen some amazingly creative ways to celebrate people. I've seen people get on the phone with all the friends and do a drive-by. I would encourage you to do that. That looks just so wonderful. I live in a gated community, so nobody can do a drive-by for me. But if I wasn't in a gated community, Jesus, I would love it if somebody did a whole group of people did a drive-by and just, threw presents out the window or I don't know, whatever you do. But anyway.
There's a group of Jehovah's Witnesses for that. I'll give them your address.
Nope, I'm good. That's why.
Bye.
Nope. Okay, that's why I live in a gated community. But anyway, we want you to just take the moment and just remember that today was the day that God saw fit to bless the world with you. With you. He blessed us with you. So don't stifle that. Don't hold yourself back. Don't hold that blessing back. We need you for such a time as this. So celebrate that birthday, and we love you from all of us here at Shop Talk and Freedom Radio. Happy birthday.
That is good stuff. And Sabrina is surely cutting up today. So Octavia Spencer, I looked her up because there's a series that she does on Apple TV Plus. Not sure if any of you are hip to Apple TV Plus as of yet, but if you have an iPhone, iPad, and whatever you may have, Apple recently released. Well, I won't say recently. It's been a few months now that they released their own streaming service, and Octavia Spencer has a particular series on there. It's called Truth Be Told. Actually, a very, very good series. I think it's about maybe 8 episodes in total. And let me tell you something. She did a great job in there. But 48 though, for real. When I looked her age up during that time, and I was like, man, I wonder how old this girl is, not knowing that she was younger than I. But
so wait, but let me ask you: is it? Do you think that she's older because of how she looks, or do you think she's older because of the body of work that she's been working for a long time?
She looks older. I think it's the weight. You know, weight will age you.
I'm aware.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying.
No, I got you. It's funny because
Didi
to me
says
she has
she's 48 in dog years.
I can't.
Oh no.
I can't. No.
But I mean, her work is amazing. She's a queen.
The
Her work is
way.
amazing.
Yeah. She has made some money now. Trust and believe that she is doing her thing. Very, very good actress.
Very talented.
She does look motherly. I mean, I you know, but
That's so weird because when I look at her face, I think she has like a young face. She has the face of a child.
No.
Does she?
She's not.
Sabrina came through. Come on through here. Yeah, well, okay. You know what? I tell you what. I'm going to move on, and here's what we're going to do. Because actually, this is a great segue into our next conversation. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick music break. When we come back from
I'm about to go look at her picture again because I must be mistaken. Everybody tell me I'm wrong. Okay, I'm going to YouTube right now.
All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm moving y'all to the back. I'll bring y'all back in a minute. When we come back from this music break, we are going to get ready to talk about, physical stuff, in terms of health and all that kind of stuff. This is a great time and a great point in the show to talk about health and all the things that goes along with that. So here's what we're going to do. We'll take a quick music break. We're going to hear from some of the Bay Area's own Casey and Erica. They have a song that I haven't played in a while on this show. It plays all the time on Freedom. But take a listen to this. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Say or do to make me doubt my God. Ooh, we've been through way too much together. That's why I'll praise His name forever. Yes, I will. I'm gonna tell the world all about Him. When I think of His goodness, I gotta shout. Yeah. Don't you want to know Jesus? Don't you wanna? If you don't, I don't mean to be rude, but could you move out my way? When I'm on my way, you can't stop me. No, said I wanna see you. I need you to move.
They say there's pearly gates and the streets are paved with gold. But there's one thing I know, yeah. Heaven is better than that. Yes, sir. Its beauty is more than I can ever imagine. And I can't wait to get there, yeah. I'm gonna be singing and jumping and having a mighty, mighty good time. Praising His name forever. Yes, I am. If you don't know Jesus, you need to know that man. If you don't, I don't mean to be rude, but move out of my way, 'cause I'm on my way. 'Cause I'm trying to get somewhere, and I'm gonna get there. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to a place called heaven. So move out my way. Done got my house in order. So move out my way. straight right there. I'm reminded of the woman with the issue of blood. She was pressing away, trying to see Jesus through the crowd. And then suddenly, a touch from heaven, Jesus came and he rescued her like he rescued me. I said Jesus came and he set me free, and now I'm on my way. I've got to see Jesus, I'm on my way. Is it alright? Yes, it's alright. If I tell you my story, can I take 1 minute to tell you how he's been good to me? Oh yeah. About a year ago, I lost my ability to walk. Oh Lord, my vision got real bad. The devil attacked my body. The devil attacked my mind. Sinking into depression. Couldn't see no way out. Oh, but Jesus snatched me from that place. Gave me back my strength. Gave me back my mind. And I told the devil to move. Oh, yeah. Oh, you gotta move.
And we are back.
Yes.
Welcome back
Yes.
to Shop Talk, where literally no person, no subject is off limits. That was great music from Casey and Erica, Bay Area's own. Absolutely amazing music. Glad to have them. They actually are both tuned in today. So this is what I love about Shop Talk. This is what I love about Freedom Radio, is that not only do we play the artists, but the artists support Freedom Radio. I think
Amen.
it's absolutely amazing. We played Louis Lou earlier. He was already hanging out with us, watching us. We just played Casey and Erica. Both of them are hanging out and watching us. A little bit later, we're going back to Transformed a little bit later. Leah Marie is in the building. We're going to shout one more time before this show.
Yes.
Make it happen. Now, I want to welcome everybody back. We was talking as we were going into the break about, health and all those type of great things. And I want to start a conversation because this is a great time to start getting healthy. Casey and I have been talking offline for the last few days about trying to get healthy. Obviously, I have health challenges in terms of being swollen in my mid-region. You understand? Now, I don't have any pre-existing issues. I don't have diabetes. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have any of those things. But I do have this swollenness in my mid-region that no matter what I do, it just won't deflate. I've tried to poke a hole and see if the gravy would come out. You know what I'm saying? I've tried to do a few things. I was gonna break my leg and see if whipped cream came out or something.
Oh my God.
Things. But Ashlyn, Sabrina, I want you guys to kind of start this conversation and get us going in the right direction in terms of health. So, Sabrina, Ashlyn, the virtual floor is now yours.
I would say that Sabrina, you need to go first because you've worked out more recently than I have.
So, Ash, you have always been very health conscious, even about what you eat and the regimens that you follow. Me, not so much. Always been a curvy girl. But this pandemic has blessed me in so many ways. And a lot of times we don't look for the blessing in what we're going through. But one of the things that I have been able to do is really, really get serious about taking control about my eating and my health. And shout out to my sisters, Dee Dee Felder and Ravonda Williams. They have done an amazing job on their weight loss journey. And they stay on top of the rest of us to really do it. Ravonda paid for my first personal trainer workout session. She was that serious. She's putting her money where her mouth was. So I am happy to say, as of from March 16th, I am 6 ounces as of this morning short of a 20-pound weight loss.
Wow.
So I'm super excited. And it started with as simple as not eating a box of Cheez-Its every other day.
Come on.
I love Cheez-Its. It was a staple in my diet meal. It was my diet. It was my diet. So we
Wow.
are challenged to do things differently. And with the ability to do virtual workouts and the support systems that are available now, like there really is no excuse. I'm fired up. I have so much energy, so much energy.
Yeah.
So, that's where we are today. We're excited. What's going on with you, sister?
Awesome. So this has been very challenging for me. So I've always been somebody that is a runner. And I love to run. I love to get on the treadmill and just go, 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 go. So since they've shut down the gym, not excuses, but I just haven't made as many adjustments as I could have or should have. It's been very challenging for me to try to find a solid workout. I've done, I'm a 24-hour fitness member, and they have online classes. And so that's been great. And so when I do those, that's definitely, it's fun. I just want to run. I just want to get on a treadmill and just run. And
running is amazing. That's my goal. I can do it for like 3 minutes. I am hell on wheels for 3 minutes. After that, oxygen stat.
Right.
And I think being a curvy girl too, you got a lot of moving parts. You got to run. You got to prepare that thing. You can't just break out.
Well, yes. And so like what I'm finding, which I think as women, because of just hormonal challenges that we have and just our body shape, we're just designed to do different things with our bodies. And so we have to be bigger in certain places, I guess, than others, like feed families. Yeah. Okay. So I go up and down. And there's something called false fat. It's not actually weight on the scale, but there are times of bloating, right, where we feel like we've put on 10 pounds and it's not actually 10 pounds. You get on the scale, you're the same weight as you were yesterday, but it's all about diet. And I still eat really clean. I still drink tons of water. I drink more water than the law should allow. But it's the workout for me. For me, it's the difference is the workout. The diet has been good for a long time, but it is the workout.
Can I tell you what my challenge with working out has been, that I have to overcome it every day? And if you're following along with us, if you have a tip as to how I can overcome that, I forget to breathe. And I never really realized how important it is even to be able to sustain a workout, to breathe. And it is literally a coordinated effort. Yeah. So I find myself telling myself, breathe, breathe, breathe. And the more I breathe, it feels like the easier it gets. Ash, I don't know if you were watching, following along with Facebook yesterday, but word on the street is that our fearless leader, Demetrius Toll-Free D. Tole, got him a bike. And actually him and his family went on a bike ride. So I can't wait to hear about that. I heard it was a bush somewhere offending somebody. I don't know who. D. Tole, what's the tea?
So, here's the thing. Now, I hear the both of you, and breathe. Congrats. Definitely being our shero right now. And I'm going to definitely try to do, a little bit more to try to catch up to you. Now, what I have been doing, and just like Ashton has been saying, SIP happens. And this shelter in place weight has caught on to me and has tried to do some different things to my body. So what we did, we went out and bought some bikes. We had, let me tell you something, trying to buy a bike right now.
Listen, it ain't like going to Kmart like your parents used to do.
No, but in El Sobrante, the line was out the door, down the block at the bike store. At the bike store. This is a shop that only sells bikes and bike parts, stuff. I don't know. It was down the block. I'm like, what is really going on? Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, so, all of you all know where I live for real. So just take a listen to this, where I had to go to look for bikes. I looked in Tracy. I looked in Manteca. I went to Modesto. I even went to Patterson trying to find a bike. All in one day. I went to all four of them in one day. No bikes to be found. Even though Walmart said that they had bikes, no bikes to be found. My wife ended up, Alea, my daughter, her and Gay, shout out to Gay Harris. They ended up going to Folsom for an appointment that she had. No bikes. Had to come back to Sacramento. Finally found some bikes in Sacramento. They had to call Allegra. They had to hold the bikes in line in Sacramento. Allegra hopped in the truck, drove to Sacramento just to try to get some bikes. We ended up getting tried to buy 4. We only was able to get 3 bikes. They threw them in the truck, brought them back. We did go bike riding on Saturday for the first time. And let me tell you something. I am out of shape. It is now for the first maybe 7 or 8 blocks, maybe 10 blocks, I was good.
Yeah.
We hit a particular corner. Now here, let me tell you what happened. So let me show you what Sabrina was talking about. So it's me, Alea, and Allegra. We're riding, and I got my AirPods in. We riding, listening to music, doing my thing, and we run across there. And while we're riding, a snake goes across our path.
Who?
No.
A snake goes across our path. And as a matter of fact, let me bring Davares and Jacoree back in.
No.
A snake comes across our path.
No.
I didn't see it because I was too busy. Hey, come on, move out of my way. I was too busy listening to music. So I kept riding. They was both screaming and yelling. I couldn't even really hear them. Then when we got around the corner, Allegra finally tells us what happened, and she wasn't paying attention, loses her balance. Bless her heart. She falls into a bush. And we stopped. It wasn't funny per se.
You know what? I know you laughed at some point. Somebody laughed.
It wasn't funny per se.
So she did get back on the bike. We kind of kept going. We finally made it around, and finished our bike ride. But I'm telling you, when I got back, my knees was sore, my back was hurting, my feet was hurting, everything was hurting on me. It hurted me so bad that I did something I haven't done in a long time. And that is, in our house, we happen to have a big bathtub with the jets inside of it. I never get in the bathroom. I normally just take a shower and be done. No, I had to get in the bath. I had to put them jets on and try to just recover because I'm just that far out of shape. But
did you stretch before you did all that?
Of course not.
Huh?
Stretch.
You already know the answer to that question.
I just wanted to see how
you already know the answer.
I don't either.
You already know.
He said it hurted so bad. You hurting when you say hurted.
Yeah.
You
know what? Honestly, though, I thought I was going to get back on it yesterday. I had some issues come across that I could not make it happen. But today, I'm getting back on that bike.
There you go.
Getting back in that neighborhood. I'm riding, and I'm going to make things happen. I am not scared. I'm not mad at this, and I'm going to get back on it. And even though it was painful, that let me know that I was doing something somewhat.
That's right.
So
and stretch.
Ooh, it's necessary.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah. I'm excited about it. I'm going to do what I can. Hold on, here's the funny part. Let's bring Demetrius back. He eating something, and while we talking about health, he in there eating something that ain't healthy. But anyway,
he got the nerve to tell you to go live next time you get on your bike. You see how the Saints do you?
Right.
If it comes in a plastic straw with a cup with a straw, it's not a plastic cup with a straw. It's not good for you. Let me just say, Tole, that I'm so very proud of you for doing that, for starting the process. I definitely encourage you because here's the thing: doing it one time. It's like small victories, right? And even if you do it 5 or 6 or 7 times in a row, the results come with longevity. The results come when you do it consistently over a period of time. And, for those of you that have gone out to buy bikes, or those of you that want to get a bike and weren't able to get a bike, just wait a couple more months and then they're going to all be on Craigslist.
Mm-hmm. You're so crazy. You know what else?
They're going to all be on Craigslist.
I went to look for hand weights. I went to Target. I went to Walmart. I even went to Big Five. Not one hand weight in any amount of weight. They said the people are really embracing working out at home, and there was nothing on the shelf. So shout out to everybody who out there in some kind of way getting it.
Yes.
That's real. As a matter of fact, like I said, we only was able to get 3 bikes. I do need at least a 4th for Allegra. Allegra rode Ariana's bike because Ariana, she has a Tole spirit. She can get lazy in certain things, and so you see the seriousness in my face right now. And matter of fact, let me really show you. My daughter sometimes can get lazy, and I know it's a spirit of Tole, and I rebuke it right now. In the name of He who died, that we might live again. It's in Jesus we ask it all, and we thank Him. But listen, it's we getting ready to conquer this. I'm literally 3 months and 3 days away from 50. 3 months,
Right.
3 days away from 50, and I'm not going into to my next season looking completely like this. Now, again, I'm gonna try one more time. I'm going to get a little safety pin, poke my stomach, see if anything spills out. Gravy, whipped cream, sweet tea.
Wow.
Oh my!
Drain it out and be able to go from there.
That's
but
terrible.
It happen.
Wait, can I ask a question though? With everybody riding bikes, is everyone wearing a helmet? And like, are people being safe? Because like, I'm such a city girl, right? I'm such a city girl. I went to high school with a young man who was riding his bike. And he had one of those little BMX ones. He was not wearing a helmet. That was the thing back in the day, little BMX bikes. And he was flipping off those little curbs, right? Flipping off the little curbs. And he got hit by a car and was very seriously, permanently injured.
Yeah.
My daughter's best friend was killed in the same way. It's like, so are people considering safety? I know, Dito, you live in a very quiet, like, community where you could just ride and you probably wouldn't even see a driving car. But for those people that are riding in neighborhoods, are you all wearing helmets? Are you thinking safety first here or health first?
Dito, let's see your Koji cat. Dito, let's see your Koji cat.
What is the Koji cat?
His helmet.
I don't have one. I don't have one.
We need you to get one.
I have one of those hard to fit noggins. You know what I'm saying? I got too many brains in my head, and so me trying to Jacoree, you all right? Me trying to find a helmet. It's you know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like a dunce hat on my head. So
no, but I'm really serious. I mean, like I said, Dito, you get a pass-ish, right? You get a pass-ish. But like, I don't see anybody else commenting. Like, is nobody wearing a helmet?
So let me say this, Ash, thank you. You always bring the sensibility part around. So thank you for those of you who, we're not helmet shaming, but we are encouraging you to get safe. We want you safe out there, whether it's helmets, knee pads, elbow pads, reflector lights, whatever you need. This is just a plea for you to do it safely. Dito, I'm looking at the thread and a lot of people are commenting. I see a lot of people saying, hey, I needed to hear that. That's what I needed. I'm encouraged. And I just want to say, I wouldn't have been able to do it without a support system and an accountability. I work out with a coach 6 days a week. He checks in on me. So if anybody's out there and you need accountability, like Didi will text me and say, get up, where you at? You moving? If you need accountability, hit me up. I'm your girl. We can do it together. All right?
Cool. I'm with you. And speaking of accountability, what are you
doing with your hand? What is that, Tourette's? What are you doing?
He's reaching for the donuts. The Krispy Kreme donuts.
His own hand. He's slapping his own hand.
Well, I will say, you know what? I got to give shout out to Jacoree. Jacoree has been somewhat of an accountability partner for me, and he is trying to help jumpstart my activity with some different things going on. And I got to give Jacoree his props. He is on me. I love it. I think it's great. And hopefully Jacoree, you don't think that you're bothering me, because you're not bothering me in any way. You're actually encouraging me to be better. And that is actually what I need. So now, and speaking of encouragement, let me bring everybody back up. Speaking of encouragement, most of us have Apple Watches. All right. Most of us have Apple Watches. And as you know, those of us who have Apple Watches, you can create your own activity team. You can have up to 40 people on your activity team where you all share activity. Didi Felder is on my list. Ashton, of course, is on my list. Davares is on my list. And so if you have an Apple Watch, okay, we would love, I'll delete some people. I have Poncho on the list.
Look, me too. Me too. I got some people on my Apple Watch that they enclosed rings since I got the watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you're serious, I'm ready to delete some more people. I already deleted Poncho. Poncho was here last week. I'm like, Poncho, how come you're not closing your rings? How come you're not even wearing your watch? He was like, well, never mind. Never mind, Poncho. Because he was about to give me a for real Poncho story that I wasn't ready for.
Poncho, if you would like to sell your watch, I would like to have it. Because you're not using it.
Oh, okay.
The world knows you're not using it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good point. That's a
Okay.
good. I like that. I second that emotion. Poncho. Mhm.
Yeah. So if you're listening to me right now and you have an Apple Watch and you are trying to get your activity going and would love to be a part of either mine or Davares's or Ashland's activity team, let us know. I'll delete somebody and delete Dee Dee Felder talking about don't delete me. No. Dee Dee, I gotta give a shout out to. She is closing her circles every day.
Listen, and before and after pictures, Dee Dee looks
Right. Yes.
fantastic.
Yes. Hey, Dito, real quick, shout out to BJ Kemp, who is tuned in. What's up, sir?
Dude, that is my dude, BJ Kemp.
You gotta say it like this. BJ.
So BJ, let me just say this. We're going to our one has to go. BJ, now first of all, it's Sabrina's fault. Sabrina, I'm blaming you. This is your fault because you turned me on to the little preacher on Facebook. What's his name? Ashley?
Oh my God.
What's his name? Ashley? Jacoree, what's his name?
Corey knows. I don't know. That midnight preacher.
I don't know what his name.
I'm mad at all y'all for getting me on that foolishness.
So there's this little boy that be on Facebook.
Little boy. He's a man.
He's a full-grown whole man.
That's a whole man.
His name is Kobe.
Kobe Mitchell.
Yes.
So here's the thing. Kobe Mitchell, bless his heart.
No.
He comes on Facebook. He has a couple of mental challenges, but he comes on Facebook. He says that he is a pastor and all these type of things. And oh my, it's Sabrina's fault. Sabrina is the one who turned me on.
We've been watching.
And I just happened to turn on Facebook one night last week. BJ was on there. Jacoree was on there. Ashland was on there. I mean, this dude, he has more people watching him than many churches. He got people watching him.
Okay, let me tell you, there was a special event that happened on Monday. There were more people watching this dude's live than there were watching that live.
Yes.
My only question is why y'all didn't tag me?
Because you was asleep.
Yeah, you was asleep, Bree.
Oh, it was
We
late.
ain't talking about we had church. It was
midnight church.
One of y'all should have tagged me.
Yeah,
He had that block spirit. Don't get blocked.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. I hope I hope I can reach out to Kobe Mitchell one day and be able to bring him on the show. OMG, y'all will love it. So he's a preacher. We'll talk about it another time. But let me tell y'all something. This young man, he has a word down in his spirit, down in his belly. And yes, and he will kick you off if you start hanging around with him while he's preaching. Anyway, all right, listen, it's time for today's One Has to Go. And today's One Has to Go is probably going to throw everything off because of the mere fact that we just got through talking about health stuff. But let me bring it to today's One Has to Go up anyway. Hopefully, y'all don't cuss me out. But here's what it is. One has to go. Talking about cakes. Jesus.
I already know. I'm good. Oh, yeah.
So now I know that all of you are in a season where you're not supposed to be eating as many sweets. I get that. But if we look at this list, one of these has to go. Lemon cake, chocolate cake, carrot cake,
Hurt my
or
feelings now.
vanilla cake.
My
feelings
are hurt. My feelings are hurt.
Let me give it to you again. We'll go around the room. We'll bring Davares. We'll bring you back in just a second. But we're going to go around the room. One has to go. Again, I know that we are all health conscious right now. But if you weren't health conscious, I know all of us eat cake. So don't give me the I'm health conscious. All of them got to go. No, don't do that. We know y'all eat cake. So go lemon, chocolate, carrot, or vanilla. One has to go. I'll start. For me, carrot cake is the one that has to go. Sabrina, for you, sis, which one has to go?
So first of all, let me say this. I'm a big girl and I'm gonna stay a big girl, so I don't play. I will lick a piece of cake even if I can't eat it. And I'm talking today. I ain't talking about in the next 6 weeks.
Oh my God.
When my troubles will all be over. Today I'll lick a piece of cake.
Wow.
Have mercy. Okay, Bree.
Telling you what God loves. Carrot cake is an abomination. They will be serving it after the rapture to the people that are left here to
Wow.
contemplate their bad
Right.
decisions.
Wow. Okay.
Sabrina, you are on one today. You know, I'm so glad you hanging out today. Ooh, I needed that. Ashlyn, which one has to go for you?
Well, I love that Keisha Johnson was like, "What is vanilla cake? What exactly is vanilla cake?" So, I'm not really a cake kind of girl. Okay, I'm not really into cake. Like at my birthday, I only have one real kind of cake. It's like a Safeway strawberry whipped cream cake. That's like about the only cake I'll really
Vanilla.
eat. However, I do love lemon cake. I do love lemon cake. Chocolate cake, it's got to really be very special. It has to be like have fudge in it or something to be. It has to be moist. I know it's not a great word, but it's a dry cake is the devil's doing. Okay, it's the devil's doing. A vanilla cake can kick rocks because that's gonna need something poured over it. It's gonna need some syrup, some ice cream, and I don't eat none of that. So. Carrot cake I grew up with. It was my father's favorite, so it's a little nostalgic for me. I don't eat it either, though, Bree. Lemon cake is the only one that has to stay for me. That's what it is.
Wow, Bree. Ashlyn. Yeah. So you're saying carrot cake is the only one that can stay?
No. Lemon cake is the only one that can stay. Lemon cake is my choice. But if I had to make one go away, I would say vanilla cake because it has no personality. You can't be with me and not have a personality. Hey, man.
But how you vanilla and you say
I knew it.
My fault.
No, we're not going there,
Right.
detail. Because look, vanilla cake with chocolate frosting is still vanilla cake.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going. Demetrius,
One drop.
you have to go.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say vanilla cake for me would have to go because I actually like carrot cake. Depending on who make it, if it's made right. The Dominicans over here make a great carrot cake. It's really, really good. Mm-hmm.
It has raisins in it.
Okay. We will keep you in prayer. With carrot cake.
What's wrong with carrot cake?
Nothing per se. But anyway, okay, Jacoree, which one for you has to go?
You know what? You could actually get rid of the chocolate cake, but I'm confused with y'all on this vanilla cake because if you get a basic cake from Lucky's, Costco, guess what? It's vanilla. It's not lemon.
No,
So
the vanilla cake, Jacoree, is look at this. That's just plain vanilla cake. Like you got to put all the other stuff too. By the time it's done with that, it's not just a vanilla cake. That's just a carrot cake.
But vanilla
That's
cake,
just a chocolate cake.
vanilla is a
That's
flavor.
just a lemon cake. But that
Vanilla
vanilla
is
cake,
a
you got to
flavor.
do something
No,
to it to get something out
It's a
of it.
big difference.
It's
Vanilla
like
is a flavor.
It's a
Why
Y'all
are we
eat vanilla ice cream?
Why are we going in on cake? Why are we having a domestic
because
dispute
all of y'all
over
eat
cake?
vanilla. All of y'all eat vanilla.
no
What you
vanilla
think is-
cake.
and the
It's
strawberries
not something you
in
can
there.
eat by itself. You got to put something else with. You got to put something on top.
Oh,
something in
I
the
see
middle.
your
You gotta-
point, Jacoree. I see your point. So the strawberry
just-
cake with whipped cream that I
It's a
love
vanilla
from
cake.
Safeway would be considered a vanilla cake. So vanilla cake and white cake is the same. Is that what you're saying?
You got to build your hopes on it.
Come
So-
on and build your hopes on a vanilla cake.
Because that's
If you
what
take vanilla cake out, what you gonna do?
Because I call that white cake. Vanilla cake is different than white cake.
So then, what flavor is yellow cake?
Yellow
Because
cake.
you can order a yellow cake with chocolate frosting. That's what
What's
flavor
vanilla?
would that be?
I thought that was vanilla.
I wouldn't consider yellow cake a vanilla cake.
So what
Yellow
flavor would
cake
you
is
consider
lemon
yellow
cake.
cake?
Yellow.
Lemon.
you know what. So
No, it's not lemon. It's not
It's not
lemon
lemon.
cake.
It don't taste like lemon.
let me
It tastes like yellow.
this out. Let me help y'all. Let me do it this way.
Yellow.
The best way to put this on today's one has to go is build your hopes on things eternal.
Yes.
Hold to vanilla cake. It's
Meech, shine our light.
Eco, thank you.
Look,
Jesus.
I love it. He said, hold to vanilla. Did you hear the words of the prophet? Hold to vanilla. Thank you, Jesus. Finally, it's finally my part of the show.
Ooh, Lord, y'all, you know what?
Oh, I've been waiting for this day. Such a day as
I
this.
cannot. Here's
Yellow
what,
cake. Wait. We got the answer we were looking
I
for.
always know the answer.
Yellow cake is butter cake.
That makes sense. I
Oh.
love butter cake.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And
I
you
like butter and I like cake.
butter cake, the root of it is butter, which goes on. All right, so here's what we're gonna do.
I'm embracing my inner vanilla. I'm just
We're
telling you today. Thank you all.
It's time. And
Always.
those of you who are watching and listening, we do this every week. Every Monday we do this, and yeah. Anyway, you know what? I'm feeling churchy. Hold to God. Okay, let's get ready to take our music break, and when we come back, we're jumping into today's Ask Shop Talk.
Come on.
Oh my!
All right, so here's what we're doing. Let me throw everybody in the backyard real quick. We're getting ready to church a little bit, y'all. So y'all pray for us as we get ready to go in with my girl, Leah Marie. We played this last week. I'm about to play it again because I feel something bubbling up in my shondo. Let's reach out to Fresno one more time. Leah Marie, Transformed. Let's go. Up,
Oh Lord, my God, you did it again. You saved me from a life stained with sin. You didn't let me die in my pit. You gave me a second chance. You say I win. Lord, you did it. Save me from my sin and shame. Lord, you did it. Because of you, I'm not the same. You did it. Open my eyes so I could see. Lord, you did it. You did it, Lord, just for me. Oh Lord, my God, I worship you. 'Cause I don't look like what I've been through. Not because I'm worthy. You saved my soul. You healed this temple. You made me whole. Save me from my sin and shame. Because of you, I'm not the same. You did it. Open my eyes so I could see. I am so happy since the day that you changed. I am so happy since the day the Lord changed me. I don't do the things I used to do no more. My life will never be the same now that I'm free. Restored my mind. I am so happy since the day the Lord changed me. Loose the shackles and set me free. My life will never be the same now that I'm free. Take me back to church. I am so happy. I am so happy since the day the Lord changed me. It's because of you, Lord, I made it through. My life will never be the same now that I'm free. I'm living today because of you. I am so happy since the day the Lord changed me. Could have lost it all, but it was you I called. My life will never be the same now that I'm free. Come on, turn to somebody and say, I'm transformed. Good God Almighty, I've been changed. I'm so glad I got a new walk. Oh Lord, I'm not the same. I know within myself I'm transformed. Yeah, I've been changed. Got my new walk. And I'm no longer feet and they did too. Just that my heart and it was brand new.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Lord, all right, y'all. Lord have mercy. That little song right there, that little churchy number right there takes me all the way in. That is my homegirl, also out in Fresno. We have been in Fresno all day today. We've had Louie Lou. We played him a little bit earlier. And listen, now we've got Leah Marie Transformed. That little song right there.
Something going on down in Fresno. I think it's all the pesticides. That's what I think it is. It's from something going on down there in Fresno.
I can't with you. Listen, we are glad to have y'all back. Shout out to Yolanda Morant in the virtual building today. I think I mentioned Stacy. If I didn't, Stacy Williams Tucker in the virtual building with us today. Dee Dee Felder, of course. What show could we have without Dee Dee Felder? We that's a none. You understand? It is all to the good. Glad to have her hanging out with us as well. It is awesome, wonderful, wonderful show. But listen, it is time to jump in to today's Ask Shop Talk. Now, all I did was just create a slide for it. I didn't even look at it, so I'm getting to look at it and see it for the first time with you guys.
My.
So before we jump into it, just want to let you know that the thoughts and opinions of Ask Shop Talk are not necessarily the thoughts and opinions of freedomradio.com. With that being said, Sabrina Bree, not Brianna Robertson, the virtual floor, my sister,
come on,
is now yours.
I am super excited. This is a question that I saw on Facebook and it got my blood boiling. So I took it. I can't take credit for this one, but I took it and I want to pose it to you, the people. Dear Shop Talk, 2 years ago, my friend married a woman that had a 15-year-old daughter by another man. The 15-year-old is 17 now and thinking about college. The 17-year-old's parents have made no financial preparations for their child's potential college cost. The college fund for the 13-year-old. So this man came into the relationship. Some of it got cut off with a 13-year-old. His 13-year-old child's college fund now has about $200,000 in it. The new wife believes that college fund should be used for both his child and her child. My friend says no, the fund was created for his child and that the wife and the baby daddy should have made preparations for their own child.
Oh my.
Wait.
Oh my.
Wait.
Oh,
Let me summarize it. A man and a woman got married. He has a 13-year-old from a previous marriage. She has a now 17-year-old from the previous marriage. The man and his previous wife has a college fund for their child, and it has about $200,000 in it. The 17-year-old is thinking about going to college, but her parents have made no preparation for it. So the new wife says that $200K that you and sister girl set up for y'all child should be split between your child and my child.
Oh my. It's gonna be a good discussion today.
Hold on.
Oh Lord. Oh, this is such a good one. We can unpack this. There's so many feet. There's so many different layers.
This made me so mad. This made me mad.
Hold on.
So many layers.
Listen. The thoughts and opinions of us today.
Let me tell you why this made me mad. I am a big believer of when you blend families, there is no separation. There's no your children and my children. It's our children. But even though I feel like that, listen. Y'all quiet.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'm quiet because my cousin.
What did our cousin say?
Just said the nerve.
It is one of those.
So I'll just let me try to put it into realistic terms. I have a 13-year-old. She has a 17-year-old. We blend our families.
Yes.
I've already saved $200K for my daughter because I'm thinking smart.
That's
You
what they
and your
said.
daughter's mother,
That's
not
what
just
they
you.
said.
You and your daughter's mother.
Me and the daughter's mother. Me and my ex have saved up 200 specifically for my child.
Yes.
I now marry you. You have a 17-year-old. You and your baby's daddy never saved up a nickel for your child. Your child getting ready to go to school, and you want me to pull from my child's money to help your child go to college.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Because my child is now your child.
Kind of, not really.
A little bit, but not no.
Jesus.
Because, and the reason why I say that, now y'all remember we just had a conversation a couple of weeks ago about parents and a mother that wanted to have her stepchild's haircut, and she made the decision. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember we had that
right
conversation, and we was trying to put into context the fact that extra parent, whatever y'all was calling it, shouldn't have had that much to say about the stepchild. That, in my opinion, comes back into play because of the mere fact the extra parent is now, or you and your extra parent are trying to dip in on what me and my real parent got going on for my real child. I mean, y'all just step parents.
You want to talk about catching a set of hands?
Listen,
you and your new wife.
I'm trying to stay safe right now, and you know, today is a day that I don't normally use words that I don't normally use. I'm just stay right there. I'm gonna come back to me. Come back to me, Tariq. Come back to me.
Okay, Ashley, what would you say?
Let me clear my throat.
Take your time, Ash. Take your time, sis.
Okay. So first of all, I definitely do not believe that college fund should be split between the two children. Let me just say that right off the bat. Now, after you have the conversation about why didn't you set up a college fund for the other child, you know, his wife and now who sent this in? He did.
Mm-hmm. A friend of both of them.
A friend of both of them.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
So from his standpoint, I understand that he and the ex-wife, they set up a great, wonderful. They were responsible. Well, he married somebody that wasn't quite as responsible. Hence, taking on all of which goes on with that. Okay. Poor planning, poor follow through, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that once you have the conversation about you shoulda, coulda, woulda, then I think you need to move into the solution. Okay, how can we make this work? Because we want to have all the children have the same opportunities. Now, it's not possible to just all of a sudden now have $200,000 in the bank, right? So now we need to have other conversations. What sort of financial aid is available? What kind of funds can we start setting up now, right? What money can we set aside now? That would be my thought. I mean, I think that you're going to have to move into the solution at some point, or it's going to be the death of the marriage. I just really.
Yeah, that's the real part, because it could come down.
Right.
Yeah.
It could come down.
And they've been married 2 years, so they could have had this conversation a while ago. So now they're only having this conversation now because the 17-year-old is now college age, right? This is what I'm thinking. Like they didn't really necessarily have to have these conversations before. So she's probably just finding out about this $200,000 that they have set aside. And now she's going like, wow, I shoulda, coulda, woulda also.
She said, we got $200K.
Yeah, and that's not the case, sis. I'm sorry. That's not the case. That money has been allotted and set aside for that 13-year-old child. Now, here's the great thing about college. You don't have to go right after high school. You can start a college fund right now. And how about you wait 4 years and you send the two children to college together? I mean, I'm throwing out ideas. Otherwise, there's a great thing called FAFSA. It's a great, wonderful thing that you could go ahead and sign yourself up for financial aid, and they'll take care of your college. They will.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and while you guys think about it, then I'm coming to Meechy. So for those of you that are saying FAFSA, if this newly married couple is filing joint taxes together, This is a question. Won't his income be counted on the FAFSA? So he's still going to be looped into that. Michi, what you thinking?
I'm just trying to because I've heard the different conversations between him, but I believe somewhere in that whole situation there is the child's mother and him came together. So when does she get to voice her opinion? Because we still have to go sit down and talk to her. We have to have that conversation with the mother of the child, who her and the ex have come together and built this college fund for their child. Now here comes wife number 2 with her child blended in the family, and now she wants to tap into something that me and my spouse set up for my child. So it's a lot of good views, but the only answer that's going to really bring the solution is once we tap into the mama, because you can't sit there and tell her when the daughter call her and say, "Mama, I need these books and this and that." She go to pull from this fund, and the funds ain't there, and ain't nobody said nothing to her. We just had this blended family conversation.
No.
So the mother this has to start with the conversation with the dad. Need to go sit down and him. Like, you can't just eliminate her out the process. She has to be made aware. A conversation has to be set into place. It's not just a him and her decision. It's a him, her, and her decision.
I promise you this is not a conversation you want to bring to me if I'm her. I want to get to Facebook because it is lit. Jacoree, do you have anything before I do that?
Community college, baby. Community college.
Is your
right?
Oh, it's a doozy.
Okay,
My thing
Jacoree, he solved it.
Build your hopes.
Listen,
on community college.
Before I even finished reading it, BJ Kemp said no. That's it. He didn't offer no explanation. Vanessa Calloway came back and said, exactly, BJ. No. Right? Ty McClain, no, and no. Right? And then they brought up the question about FAFSA. So y'all have to tell me, if they file in joint taxes, the new husband, I'm thinking his income is still counted. Didi said that's not a good blend. I bet that dad has Jordans. My daughter, LaShare Johnson, says, ain't no split, sis. If I was the ex-wife and my 13-year-old college coins is being plotted on, I'd be ready to fight. Stacey Williams says, let's see what that financial aid package looks like and make some decisions on where the 17-year-old will attend. Didi says, Sally Mae is at home. They need to call her. Ty McClain, hopefully she has those good grades for an academic scholarship. And I came back and said, I'm not thinking so, because it says the 17-year-old is thinking about going to college.
Well, but
so it
also,
doesn't sound like academia has been in her long-term plan.
Right. And also, I'm suspecting, Sabrina, just to tarry there for a second, if her parents weren't responsible or forward thinking enough to plan for college, the child has probably not been instilled ideals like that, like financial planning, like what you do today matters for tomorrow, things like that. So I'm just suspecting. So that's definitely a good point. And to say, what about FAFSA? Yes, his income will count. That's why the child need to move out.
Your baby got to go.
The child need to move out and go get on her own, go get a roommate or go live with an auntie or something like that. And then she can sign up for No, I'm really being serious.
Because
either way it goes,
he in this. So Stacey says, I want to go back to Facebook. Stacey says maybe community college or junior college is the way to go for the general education, the GRE. She can get those out the way and then see what the future holds for 4U University. My cousin Derek Murphy says the main reason he would say no, beyond the obvious, is that all the money wasn't only contributed by that man.
Right.
That ain't all my money to split. So I came back and said, can you imagine that conversation with the other mother?
That's my whole,
and say, hey,
my whole point.
My wife want to do this.
But it's not even a conversation.
No,
it's really not a conversation.
If he's not going to have that conversation with the child's mother, then it's just a no.
So he can try to have a conversation.
I'm not. Listen, I don't think I don't think Dito, I don't think Jacoree, I don't think any of us is crazy enough to go sit down with the mother of your child and tell them we're gonna split a fund
No.
with my stepchild.
You
No.
wasted good gas to come over here and say that foolishness to me.
Good gas.
You wasted good gas. No, look, African, you wasted good gas to come over here and have, okay. So Lashari comes back and say, Miss, what are you contributing? Talking about a split. In order to split something, you would have had to put in
Well,
on this, right?
Uh-oh.
I want to get down. My only lady, Dion Coleman, says it's just too much for her to type. So her and I gonna have to have a conversation later because I want to hear. Gay Harris says, how does the mother of the 13-year-old feel about it? Gay, you already know how she feel about it. Diamond Fee says, how did she find out about the 200K? Somebody was running their mouth. If I'm the ex-wife, that money is in my possession, so that would be a no. He over there bragging about what they did. And then my personal rabbi says, because voice of wisdom and reason, it isn't a decision the husband can make alone. There's a whole other adult, the mother, that needs to sign off on it. The new wife should ask and not demand, as this was established before her.
This ain't even a question.
There's really not a question. If the answer is no, which it will be, there should be no attitude or no hard feelings between the two. Lastly, the 17-year-old doesn't have scholarships. The child should do community college first. It's cheaper, and you'd want to see if the child is even ready for college.
Oh,
Given the
good point.
dropout rate of a college freshman, can you imagine if
Good
they
point.
did split that $100,000 and then that situation dropped out? I was gonna call her something, but I don't even know this child, and I'm mad at her. And that's
Uh-oh.
cold.
So and she says, I want to go do nails.
Ooh.
You put
After I
her, you
done
put her
gave
in
you
college to be a
$100,000?
lawyer. She's like, I want to go work on a cruise ship.
Relationship will be over.
Mhm.
It will be over. Ty
want
McLean
my
says,
money
hopefully they put it in a college fund that neither can touch it until the 13-year-old goes to college. Oh, that would be a good idea for them to put some stipulations on it. So maybe the money is locked up so they can't even get it.
Mm-mm. I don't even know about that. It was for her. So
So can we go back? And Pancho wants to know, Pancho then came out of the woodwork to say, what the other parent at? I guess I want to know, like we were talking about last week, when you blend families, you become one. So are we acknowledging that even with the blend, there are boundaries? Because the first thing D. Tole said is kind of like my child, but no, not really.
There are boundaries
It's-
when you're having a blended family, because you got to remember that even though we're together in this house, this child's other parent that I'm co-parenting with is not within this home. So our co-parenting has to still fall in line with the flow of the home that I'm in. Now, there are still decisions and choices that have to be made where it's just me and the mother of that child, to where, I'll take your input for our home base, but, at the end of the day, it's between me and the mother. Me and the child's mother, but so there are boundaries within blended families and co-parenting within a marriage. I've lived that life. I didn't grow up with my birth father, but my parents and my birth father learned how to co-parent. My mother and my father just dealt on whatever level they dealt on. My stepfather, the one who pretty much raised me, he really just didn't even get in that. I didn't even really he barely even spoke to him half the time. But I've never once heard him talk bad about him. No matter how my stepfather felt about my forefather, considering the fact that he raised me from the age of 1, and then you want to pop up when I'm 11 and try to be daddy, he never expressed that to me or my brothers. So, he just did what he needed to do within the home.
So to my question about the boundaries, Ty McLean says, yes, there are boundaries because there is still another parent. Dee Dee says there are boundaries. Exclamation point. All sides are not equal. And then she came back and she resonated with what Meech just shared. And so did Ty McLean. And then Only Lady says he can still help with college financially, but just not from that fund.
Yes.
Exactly. And, that's the funny thing when it comes to blended families. There's conversations and dialogues that families need, period. But when it's blended, there's definitely a discussion, because what honestly happens is there's either problems in the beginning or the ending. When I say the ending, I mean somebody dying. When it comes to a blended family and that wheel pops out and it ain't equal across the board, it don't matter when the blend came into effect.
That's
it causes issues.
And that's true, because mine's are 23 and 30. Treat mine like you treat yours. Like it becomes a challenge when your kids you treat them better than you treat mine. We supposed to be one. So I agree. There is 30. Treat her right. Yours sit on Christmas gift. They all getting the same. Treat them right. So I can see this being a point of contention. And even animosity. We haven't even talked about what would that do to between the siblings.
Right.
Animosity.
And let me say, and this is sort of a shout out to Pastor Coleman and other pastors that are listening. This is really where, as a pastor, as a marital counselor, specifically premarital counseling is so important. And this is why you should have a degree in psychology before you start counseling people, because these are the questions these are the hard questions that somebody's got to ask. Maybe they never had this conversation and thought about what do we do when my stepchild is ready for college and there's no money to put them through college. So these are the tough conversations that must be had with a certified, skilled, educated mediator, somebody that really knows how to ask these questions, because honestly, entering into a marriage is so multifaceted. It's not just like, hey, boo, you know what I mean? It's just not that. It's like there's so many, it's almost like a business decision. You're making a decision about your finances, your mental, your physical, your spiritual, your emotion, your financial health is all tied into this decision of entering into a marriage. And so you've got to consider all of these things and write them out, the pros and cons. And maybe this wasn't the wife for you. Maybe this was somebody that'd be like, oh, I'm taking on way too much. You know what I mean? Maybe if you would have had that conversation, but we passed that point now. So you're in the marriage. And if you don't work this out, it will cost the marriage. I do believe that. If you don't work this out some way, shape or form. And honestly, I don't even think you need to go have a conversation with the other mother, because this doesn't even concern her. This concerns the 17-year-old child and what we are going to do now as the step parent and the parent to get this child into college.
Wow.
Ash, that was good. I giggled a little bit because you said, they need a skilled, licensed, experience. I'm all of that. If somebody brought this to me, my first response would be, you toe back. It don't even really take.
But you know what I'm saying, right? Somebody that's going to ask the hard questions, right? That's but I hear you. That's
Pastor Coleman says, Ashlyn Cole, absolutely. When small kids are involved, any couple can add 2 to 3 months of added counseling to the premarital stuff we do, just for this reason. Amen. And I could also hear my pastor saying, marriage is not a business, but marriage has business.
Oh, that's good.
Listen.
Hold on, that's quotable. Hold on.
It's gonna be a 3-way blend. Yes, you're gonna have another blend in there. You don't want that.
Yeah. My rabbi would say marriage is not a business, but marriage has business.
Come on.
And you have to take care of the business. All right, guys. Are there any other thoughts on that? I think we solved it. We solved their problem. He can help. He just not helping with that college fund. He ain't gonna even go over there and stir that mess up with that other woman, because that's going to be a whole problem. Now I'm going to have to fight your wife.
Okay, and I do have one afterthought. This husband has an opportunity to shatter generational issues, generational habits, if you will, with this 17-year-old child. This is an amazing opportunity for you to pour into this child in a way that the biological father did not. This is a wonderful, blessed opportunity that I believe God has handed you for you to take a look at it and be like, how would I want to be fathered in this moment? How would I want to be guided in this moment? And so it's a great opportunity for you to show this child really what it means to be responsible and what it means to be financially making plans and decisions for the future, so that she won't make those same mistakes or choices for her own children if she chooses to have children.
Now, see, you just put something in the forefront for me, and we haven't talked about this aspect, but I hope that these conversations are not being had in the presence of surrounding this 17-year-old. This would definitely qualify as grown folk business. Yeah. She should not even understand that these conversations are going on.
Yeah. Agreed.
You want to talk about hashtag church hurt, hashtag family hurt.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
wisdom all the way around.
Because she's gonna go for now she's gonna start feeling like a burden, the potential of like, I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, I don't even like your new husband. I mean, it is a whole lot of a whole yes. Please
maybe even her father is not even around, and she probably actually clings to him. Like again,
like a
another
father.
question
Absolutely.
is how long has he been fathering her? So that could be like I said, like for me, my stepfather raised me from the age of 1. By the time I knew who James Hunter was, I was 11. All I done was heard of him. I was 11 years old, and it's like I'm going to meet who? Okay, so all I knew was Michael John Lofton was my father. I knew he wasn't biologically my father, but that's the only man that I knew. So for me, I felt I kind of felt like as a hunter, I felt I still was doable. I reserved the rights of the Loftons, and so and those things came to play. But then at one point, it really became relevant as to where you looked at in not only within the family circle, but even within the whole spectrum of life and everything. Because when my father passed away, because me and my brother were not his biological child, we had no actual rights to any pension or anything that was distributed. Nothing was. And my mother even questioned as well. He's raised them. They were like, well, ma'am, those are not his biological kids. Only the bloodline was allowed to have that. So it's so many different things that come when you're in the play of a blended family.
Yeah. Right before I go back to Facebook and then turn it back to Tole, Jacoree, did you have anything?
No, I'm just like, wow. I was reading some of the comments.
The comments are fire. And I'm encouraging you guys to continue this conversation. Yolanda Moret says, this was amazing. This is amazing. As you all were talking, I just realized I'm in a blended family. Wow. My stepfather raised me. He didn't make a difference. I want to call in from the child side. Keisha Johnson says the new wife was some kind of woman in the first place to even think she could ask the question. I'm just glad she had the good wisdom to go to her husband and not to that other mother. I can see her running up and limping back. And the final comment of the day, Keisha Johnson said, this is a good topic. Didi said, yes, it's easy to give opinions when you have no idea what it's like to be in a blended family. I want to thank you guys for helping us hash out this Ask Shop Talk. And with that, I am turning it back over to Tole. The virtual floor is
you see how he dipped, right? He dipped. Tole just straight dipped. He's like, I'm not even want to be involved.
This particular subject has been absolutely amazing. Bree, you did it again. You play too much. But just me being in the background, trying to just produce the show and make things happen from the background, it just let me realize just how much Freedom Radio has evolved, how much Shop Talk has evolved. I just kind of sat back and just had a proud manager moment, because you guys have just taken on everything that I have envisioned 9 years ago and have made it come to fruition. And so I am just having a moment of gratefulness that you guys are just so smart, so wise, so have such great chemistry to make things happen with people in the background. I'm the guy. I don't have to be in every segment. I don't have to be the one that's always talking. You guys are absolutely amazing. And just want to give a shout out to Yolanda Morant, who chimed in and said she wanted to jump in. We're running short on time. Had you told me about 10 minutes earlier, I definitely would have added you in. But we can definitely add you in on an upcoming show, as well as any of you. We would love to have some more guest people come in and be a part of Shop Talk, whether it's just for a couple of moments. You remember a few weeks ago, we brought DeGeorge Hines in as a last-minute guest, and we had a great time with him and so much more. And I am grateful to have you guys on. Listen, I'm looking up at the clock. It is almost time for us to go. But before we go, again, Sabrina, thank you for a great Ask Shop Talk. As usual, you do it all the time. Now, before we go, I want to get a chance to go around the room. And Jacoree, I'll start with you, man. Do you have any closing comments, final thoughts?
Don't oversleep. Set your clock, even though it's hot outside. And remember, trouble don't last always.
That's right.
How are y'all so heat distressed? Nobody AC work?
Oh,
But
Does not have a power outage or something? I'm lost.
that is funny.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, Jacoree, being only the way Jacoree can be. Shout out to my cousin, Derek Murphy, who said he would love to join one day. Cousin, let's make that a reality. Let's not even think about that. Let's make that happen. He's a wonderful pastor of a church. He has his own podcast. He recently had Sabrina on there. So Sabrina, before we close out in just a second, I want to make sure you mention the podcast and how we can listen to that. Demetrius, any closing comments, final thoughts?
God bless you all. You guys have a blessed Memorial Day and a blessed week.
Awesome. Glad to have you hang out with us. We lost Davares somehow. We lost. She wasn't able to get back in for whatever reason, but we pray that her internet picks up and that she's able to join us on the next show. Sabrina, closing comment, final thoughts. Tell us about the podcast.
Yes, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and in honor of that, my cousin Derek Murphy invited me to come on the Building People podcast to come and talk about mental health awareness and its implications on the African American community. It was a ball of fun. You guys can catch that on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, or you can go to derekmurphy.com.
Awesome stuff, and I'm glad that you put that thing in with your pastor said in the thread. Definitely, I'm going to use that again about marriage isn't a business, but there is business in marriage. That whole thing, that was awesome. Ashlyn, closing comments, final thoughts.
Today's show was great. Thank y'all for having me. Tune in tomorrow for Better Together at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where one of our guests will be George Hines. And we will have other guests as well, Dito.
Awesome. Bree, you didn't get a chance to tell us about.
I was about to say, this week on High Tea with Bree, we are having a testosterone takeover. So join on Thursdays. Thursday's show will be for men by men. Coach Eye Candy James Patterson will be back in the host chair with his co-host Eric Smith. So they're looking out for you guys to join them.
Awesome stuff. Now, I'm going to just throw this out here. I don't do this often, and I haven't done Dito Live in a minute, but I am going to record Dito Live for this coming Wednesday. Anybody want to join as a co-host? Anybody want to take over?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Anybody want to take over Dito Live? We'll do it.
I've been sitting in the cuts waiting for I ain't got no calls. I've been waiting on my tech class for 20 days.
That's hilarious. Well,
wow.
You know what? So somewhere between today and tomorrow is I'm going to get a chance to put the show together. If you want to be a part of the show, let me know. We'll record it and get it ready for this coming Wednesday at 11 a.m. I am looking up at the clock. It is time for us to go. And I have a great song to take us out. Till the next time, y'all, on this same Shop Talk Network at this same Shop Talk time. My name is Tole. Demetrius, you're so smart. We have the perfect song to get us out of here. And we look forward to doing this again real soon. I'll holla.
You said I'd never walk alone, that you're always by my side. You'd never leave me, you'd never forsake me, that you'd always be my guide. So I take you at your word.